Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be building the bottom end for the MX5 big turbo build. We'll be using some max speeding forged rods and all new bits to freshen up this engine. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to oil down the cylinders and give them a light honing using a dingleberry hone. This is just to remove the glaze from the bars because we're going to be using some new piston rings as well, just for the freshen up. So we've got a medium speed, do about 6 passes on each bar, just until the glazing's removed. We're not trying to remove a lot of material, just clean them up. Well, that's on. What, getting back? It's more of a fight. I think you need to go up and down faster than now. We're going to just try not to hit the bottom, is all I'd say. Adding 6 down. Alright. Right up then. Let's go, flat out. Now you can see we've got a nice cross-hatch pattern and the glaze has been removed from the bars. So let's get on with the rods now. Now we'll remove the rods from the pistons so we can give the pistons a bit of a clean up and fit the new rods on. We'll remove the clips from either side. Then we'll break out the hammer and a rod just to bash the gudgeon pins through. These were a bit tighter than I expected. Previous engines have just pushed out. These took a bit of persuasion with the hammer. Not too bad to get out either. Probably just can't build up on them, it's shit, I'm guessing. think you. No, it was just walk down off. Yeah, well, maybe try it. Oh, there we go. So, there they are rods, don't need them where we're going. Now we'll remove the rings from all the pistons. These can go in the bin as we've got new ones. Now we'll give the pistons a bit of a clean up, so with a bit of degreaser and water in a bucket, a little bit of Scotch-Brite, just rub them all down, get them cleaned up so they're fresh for going back into the engine. Now we're going to gap the piston rings. From factory, they are the correct size, but because we are going to boost this engine, we'll just gap them a bit further so we don't crack any of the ringlands. So first thing we do is put it into the bar, then we use the piston the wrong way up to push the ring down into the bar. This allows us to get it nice and flat, and then we can take a measurement using feeler gauges. For the top ring, we want a 20 thou gap. So we'll try the feeler gauge. If it fits, good. In this case, we just needed to trim the edge down a little bit, so we just used a die grinder for that. Now we've taken the edge down, we'll put the ring back in the bar, seat it back in with the piston, and take the measurement again. I did this, it makes me like a pro. Now we're on to the second piston ring. For this one, we're going to aim for a 23 thou gap. Again, this is just so we don't end up pinching a ring and cracking the ringlands on them. So we'll do the same process for these. Put it in, measure it, take some off, and just keep it until we hit that 23 thou gap. So I've got 4. Smidge more.
done. Beautiful.
Now we've got the top two rings sized for that cylinder. We'll put them on that piston and we'll just drop that into the bar. Because the rings are sized per cylinder, you keep the rings with that cylinder. So here's a time lapse of doing the other three pistons. Here you can see the max speeding rods alongside the standard rods from the block. They're a lot thicker in both directions and they're a lot better quality. So hopefully we'll be able to run some more power without bending these ones. Now we're going to fit the pistons into the block. So what you need to do is offset all of the piston rings by 90 degrees each. Then put the piston ring compressor in, get that nice and snug around the piston. Put that down onto the block, just tap the compressor down, and then using the end of a hammer you can just push the piston into the block.
It's that easy.
Now with all the pistons in facing the correct direction, we'll spin the block over, install the rod bearings, and then install the caps. That's the pistons and rods installed now.
Watching all the videos, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell.